So hello guys and welcome back to Excelsior Academy. So in the previous lecture, we talked about the DNA, RNA, protein, lipids, carbohydrates, right? Like just the introduction part. And we have also discussed the different types of the covalent bonding and the non-covalent interactions, right? So there are two more which comes under the non-covalent, and those are van der Waals interaction as well as the hydrophobic. So now we are going to discuss about the van der Waals interaction. So in this, you need to understand that here it depends upon the distribution of electronic charge. तो पहले हमने क्या डिस्कस किया था that in that case, in the previous case, if the electrons are static, then the ionic interactions are going to form. जैसे कि हमारा Na plus Cl minus case में था, like in the previous lecture we discussed, right? Now in the case of van der Waals interaction, what happens is that दिस इलेक्ट्रॉनिक चार्ज जो है ये आपका स्टैटिक नहीं है, इट इज ऑलवेज मूविंग. ठीक है, सो दीज चेंजेस इज ड्यू टू बिकॉज ऑफ द मूवमेंट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इन एन ऑर्बिट. सो व्हाट डज इट मीन? इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी स्टेशनरी. अब exactly what is the chemistry behind this? See, if you have got the orbital, आपका एक इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पे है, ठीक है. So what it does is that this electron will jump from one to another position. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा, यहाँ से जंप करेगा, ये यहाँ से जंप करेगा, ये यहाँ से जंप करेगा. So we know that atoms has got different orbitals. ठीक है, so these electrons are jumping from one position to another, and that's why it is the movement of electrons. Hence the changes are seen in the case of total electronic charge. ठीक है, तो कभी कभी क्या होगा, so if you have got the atom, suppose ऐसा है, so sometimes you will see the electronic charge is over here or sometimes over here. So it is keep on moving because your electrons are jumping from one orbital to another orbital. थोड़ा सा imagine कर पा रहे हो? Like this much basic of chemistry, I guess everyone knows. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So जहाँ पे भी doubt हो, you can stop me, okay? Even if it is like very basic to understand. So due to this electron movement, the charge distribution is not perfectly symmetric. Of course, because it is moving from one position to the another position. And because of this, the resulting attraction between two atoms increases as they come closer to each other. So आपके पास दो एटम हो गए, ठीक है. So हमें मालूम है अगर ये इलेक्ट्रॉनिक यहाँ पे है तो कहीं ना कहीं तो पॉजिटिव भी रहेगा, बिकॉज द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विच इज जंपिंग फ्रॉम वन टू अनदर, जहां से छोड़ा है वहां पे पॉजिटिव हो जाता है. ठीक है, सो इसके वजह से आपके पास अट्रैक्शन रहेगा बिटवीन टू एटम्स. नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन व्हेन दीज टू एटम्स आर कमिंग वेरी क्लोज, and if suppose the negative charges comes, what will happen? Because of the, yes, because both the atoms are going to be negative, it is going to show repulsion. Agree?
Yes, ma'am.
So the minimum distance at which two atoms are there having the attractive force is the van der Waals attraction. ठीक है, उससे और पास आना मतलब repulsion. कितना क्लियर हुआ? ठीक है, so the minimum distance between the molecule is known as the van der Waals contact distance. ठीक है, at a shorter distance repulsive forces आ जाएंगे, so they will become more dominant because the outer electron clouds are going to overlap with each other, and finally because of the electron cloud दोनों का होगा negative negative, hence it is going to repel. So van der Waals force क्या हो गया आपका? Sum of attractive and repulsive forces. Now why this is important? As we have discussed in the previous lecture that it is going to play important role in the enzyme substrate interaction या आपका carbohydrate protein interaction हो गया, क्योंकि वहां पे ये सारा नॉन कोवलेंट इंटरेक्शंस जो है मेन रोल प्ले करते हैं. ठीक है, सो वी हैव गॉट दी थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ van der Waals इंटरेक्शन, जिसमें से dipole dipole, dipole induced dipole and London forces. So London forces are otherwise also called as, anyone इसको और क्या नाम से जानते हैं? It is also called induced dipole, induced dipole interactions. ठीक है, डाइपोल डाइपोल हो गया, डाइपोल इंड्यूस डाइपोल हो गया. अब क्या है? इंड्यूस डाइपोल इंटरैक्शन. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड द लंडन फोर्सेस. सो अब इसमें से जो इंपॉर्टेंट है दैट इज द लंडन फोर्सेस. सो वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द लंडन फोर्सेस नाउ. So the London forces, they're also called the type of van der Waals interaction. Now guys, this is important, okay? अगर डाउट आ रहा है तो पूछ लेना बीच में. So the London disperse force arise due to instantaneous dipoles in neighboring atoms. Now what do you mean by इंस्टेंटेनियस डाइपोल्स इन नेबरिंग एटम्स? सिंपल, डाइपोल मतलब क्या हुआ, एक तरफ पॉजिटिव चार्ज होना और दूसरी तरफ नेगेटिव चार्ज होना, तो ये एक तरह का डाइपोल बना आपका, ठीक है। एंड इन एन एटम एट वन पर्टिकुलर इंस्टेंट there is a possibility that the atom is going to have one side positive and the other side negative, ठीक है। तो उस टाइम आपका ये एक डाइपोल बना है, ओके। As the negative charge of the electron is not uniform around the whole atom, there is always a charge imbalance. Yes, this small charge will induce a corresponding dipole in nearby molecule. अब एक एटम का डाइपोल ऐसे है, so what about the entire molecule? So suppose your protein is there, so total dipole उसका कैसे बनेगा? Sum of positive charges aligned in this direction, ठीक है। so इसका जो सम आएगा वो आपका डाइपोल जस्टिफाई करेगा। ये क्लियर हो रहा है? सपोज एटम है, यहाँ पे आपका प्लस और माइनस से एक डाइपोल बन गया है, ठीक है। Just imagine that this is a particular molecule, or let us say it's a protein molecule. Now some of the atoms having the positive and negative, ठीक है, इसका प्लस और माइनस होगा, किसी एटम का यहाँ माइनस होगा, यहाँ प्लस होगा, किसी का यहाँ पे माइनस, यहाँ पे प्लस होगा। सो व्हाट विल हैपन, ये तो कैंसिल हो जाएंगे, सो फाइनली डाइपोल हमें इस तरफ मिलेगा, राइट। सो इफ आई टेक द एंटायर मॉलिक्यूल, उसका टोटल सम विल गिव यू द पर्टिकुलर डाइपोल डायरेक्शन। इतना समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, ओके। सो गाइस प्लीज रेस्पॉन्ड, नहीं तो मुझे पता नहीं चलेगा। हाँ, so it is going to cause an attraction between the two. The electron then moves to another part of the electron cloud and the attraction is broken. So if suppose these dipoles are continuously moving here and there, तो आपका ये जो dipole attraction है, it is going to break. Okay, so London dispersion force is the weakest intermolecular force. London dispersive force is a temporary attractive force that results when electrons in two atom occupy positions that make the atoms form temporary dipoles. तो इसका मतलब क्या? Let us say that ये एक एटम है, इसका प्लस और माइनस ऐसे बना, ठीक है, और दूसरे एटम का हमारा ऐसे बना। So this temporary, this is going to be, sorry, not like this, the other direction, ऐसे, ठीक है। सो जब ये नेगेटिव नेगेटिव है, आपको यहाँ पे अट्रैक्शन आएगा, ये जो रहेगा बहुत टेम्पररी है, इट इज लाइक फॉर फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकेंड्स इट इज गोइंग टू बी, एंड दैट फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकेंड, दैट अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन द टू मॉलिक्यूल्स इज बिकॉज ऑफ द लंडन डिस्पर्सिव फोर्सेस, ठीक है। नाउ लेट्स सी द फिगर, थोड़ा बहुत फिगर से क्लियर होगा। ओके, सो वी हैव गॉट द अट्रैक्शन इन दिस डायरेक्शन एंड रिपल्शन इन दिस डायरेक्शन, ठीक है। दिस एनर्जी से जीरो मतलब क्या? Now when this line is there, if your particular atom or molecule is in this direction, in this line, इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? If suppose any particular molecule is present over here, what does it mean? Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, that means it is neither showing any attraction or repulsion.
Yes, correct. Now what we need to see over here, one more thing is that ये आपका distance का लाइन है, राइट, एक्स एक्सिस। सो दिस इज योर वाई, दिस इज माइनस वाई, और ये आपका एक्स एक्सिस हो गया, राइट। नाउ जैसे जैसे आपका डिस्टेंस बढ़ेगा, वी नीड टू सी वेदर द वान डेर वाल्स इज गोइंग टू शो द अट्रैक्शन और रिपल्शन, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? सो फर्स्ट रिपल्शन इज है, ठीक है, इतने डिस्टेंस पे फ्रॉम 0 टिल हियर रिपल्शन इज सीन। जैसे जैसे आपका डिस्टेंस बढ़ रहा है, ठीक है, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? अट्रैक्शन इज इंक्रीजिंग, अब ये कौन सा है? लाइक कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है कि दूर जाने से अट्रैक्शन कैसे आ रहा है, राइट, यही क्वेश्चन आ रहा होगा मन में। सी when you have got atoms like this, of course it is going to show the repulsion, right? So when they move at that particular distance, जहां पे attraction आपका आ जाए, so that is your van der Waals distance. So that is what we are talking over here. तो जैसे जैसे आपको यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा डिस्टेंस इंक्रीज हुआ, आपका अट्रैक्शन इंक्रीज हो गया है, ठीक है। इतना क्लियर हो रहा है? Should I repeat once again? See, I'll tell you once again. When we say repulsion, रिपल्शन यहाँ पे हो रहा है आपका, इतने डिस्टेंस में आपका रिपल्शन आ रहा है, ठीक है। इसका मतलब क्या? When you have got atoms very nearby, negative charge, so what will happen? Repulsion होगा ना, जब आप बहुत से ज्यादा करीब आते हो, so the atoms is going to show the repulsion because of the same charges, so repulsion will be there. Now what happens, जब आप थोड़े डिस्टेंस में जाओगे, then this distance is favoring for the attraction. अभी क्लियर है? इसलिए when there was increase in the distance, see यहां से लेके वो यहां तक increase हो गया आपका distance, करेक्ट, इतना डिस्टेंस आपका इंक्रीज हुआ है. At that much increase in the distance, there was increase in the attraction. Clear? अब जैसे जैसे आपने distance increase किया, what will happen? The attraction is also going to fade away and it will become zero, normal, where there will be no attraction and no repulsion. अभी समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
फिगर समझना सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है, ठीक है, जो लिखा है वो तो याद भी हो जाएगा, एक बार फिगर समझ में आ जाएगा, दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, बिकॉज सी गाइस, लाइक इवन आफ्टर यू क्लियर योर एग्जाम, इंटरव्यू जो रहते हैं वो सबसे टफ जाता है. तो बेसिकली एट आईसेट पुणे, लाइक व्हेनेवर वी यूज्ड टू सिट फॉर द पैनल, राइट, इंटरव्यू पैनल, हम लोग ऐसे ही डायग्राम बना के रख देते थे, एंड देन वी यूज्ड टू आस्क द स्टूडेंट कि इससे क्या समझ में आ रहा है, ठीक है. So that will tell you whether the candidate is having the thinking ability or logical understanding or not. ठीक है? So that's why I always say in all my videos, if you see, मैंने हमेशा ये mention किया, figure समझ जाओगे, so सबको समझ में आ जाएगा. Okay. So now that was all about the van der Waals interactions. अभी hydrophobic interaction. Now this hydrophobic interaction is very important whenever we are going to talk about the proteins. ठीक है? Now why? Because in the case of protein, maximum time your proteins are going to be hydrophobic in nature. जो important proteins है, which are like related to cell signaling हो गए आपके, ठीक है, which are required for your cell survival. ये सारे proteins जो हैं, ये सब आपके hydrophobic होने वाले हैं. Now why they are hydrophobic? Because all of those proteins are going to be transmembrane proteins. Now when I say transmembrane proteins, is it clear to everyone what does it mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
तो ये आपका प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन है, तो आपके प्रोटीन यहाँ पे रहेंगे. सो दीज आर योर ट्रांसमेम्ब्रेन प्रोटीन्स, ठीक है. इफ इट इज प्रेजेंट इन दी साइटोसोल, दोस आर बिकम्स योर soluble proteins. So soluble proteins dealing is very easy in the lab, whereas dealing with the transmembrane proteins or purifying them or studying them, it's very or next to impossible to do in the lab. Because क्या होता है, ये आपने purify किया, so they are present in the hydrophobic region, but when you try to purify, it is always in the hydrophilic environment, and that's why they tend to aggregate, and once they aggregate they become misfolded and hence they lose the activity. Okay, so anyways we'll come to those when we talk about the protein structure and their function. Okay, so back to the hydrophobic interaction. So it is not a force, but an interaction of non-polar molecules like lipids, which come closer to each other only in presence of water. Same way, we have got amino acids, which has got the hydrophobic side chain, and they tend to avoid water interactions. Okay, and that's why you can see that most of those amino acids are buried inside the protein structure. So the hydrophobic force is a tendency of water molecules to form bigger cage. So अभी यहाँ पे देखो, ये figure को देखो. So let us say that this particular thing is the lipid, and outside what you have is the water molecule. So you can see how a cage-like structure is formed. Okay? Now in this case, so there are two. Finally, what happens is that slowly, in order to avoid maximum contact with water, the lipid molecules will come in contact with each other and surrounding by the water molecules. Okay, so this is how it is happening in vivo condition also. So this is becomes the more stable. Now, अगर मैं आपसे ये पूछूं, among these two conditions, this is your state 1, let us say this is your state 1 and this is your state 2 of any particular lipids interaction with the water. Now, in these two conditions, which is going to have more entropy? क्वेश्चन इज, एंट्रोपी किस में ज्यादा है, मोर एंट्रोपी या एंट्रोपी किस सिस्टम में ज्यादा है, और दूसरा कौन सा फेवरेबल है, विच फेज इज फेवरेबल?
State 2, ma'am.
क्या स्टेट 2 क्या, लाइक 2 क्वेश्चंस है दे, कौन सा आंसर है? So which state is having more entropy? Yes, Pallavi. Which state is having more entropy?
Ma'am, state 1 is having more entropy as it is less stable.
Yes, very good. And which state is going to have the favorable conditions?
Ma'am, state 2 will have the favorable condition as it is more stable and less reactive.
Yes, very good. ठीक है, तो this is how you need to understand. Very good, very good. So whenever you have got the unaggregated state, यानी एकदम scattered वाला होगा, तो हमेशा उसका entropy ज्यादा होगा. क्यों? Entropy means what? It is the, उसका definition क्या है? Degree of randomness, right? It is the degree of randomness. तो जितना ज्यादा आपका randomness रहेगा सिस्टम में, उतना ज्यादा high entropy होगा. ठीक है, ज्यादा इधर उधर स्कैटर रहेगा. So that means the entropy is very high. Now here it is, it's all arranged. So when it is arranged, it means यहाँ पे entropy आपका कम रहेगा. Okay, good guys. Okay, so that's all about the first part of, like, you know, the biomolecules, where we have talked about the interactions. Now let's start with the amino acids. Guys, this lecture is very simple, but ये आपको याद करने में थोड़ा सा difficult रहेगा. Why? Because whether it is any exam, चाहे BSc level का हो, MSc level का हो, interview level का हो, you need to know the structures of all the 20 amino acids. ठीक है? So before I start, let me see how much you guys have the knowledge. So give me the aromatic amino acids के नाम. क्या क्या है? Yes.
Ma'am, phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan.
Okay, phenyl, tryptophan, and tyrosine. Okay. What about the aliphatic amino acids? Sulfur-containing amino acids. Then polar. पोलर में आपको बोल सकते हैं शॉर्टकट में कि OH किस में है. यस, सल्फर कंटेनिंग कितने अमीनो एसिड्स हैं हमारे पास?
Cysteine and methionine.
यस. और व्हाट अबाउट द अल्कोहल कंटेनिंग, OH ग्रुप कंटेनिंग?
Serine or threonine.
और देयर इज वन मोर which is lightly polar. There is one more amino acid which contains OH group. कौन सा हुआ? Then we have got the basic amino acids. Tyrosine has got the OH group, है ना? Then basic
Yes.
amino acids is a, acidic amino acid is a. Yes, basic के नाम बताओ.
Ma'am, lysine,
Lysine.
arginine, and histidine.
Very good. Arginine, histidine, and lysine. Or acidic?
Lysine.
Glutamic
Aspartic
is
acid
part
and
of-
glutamic acid.
Very good. चलो, यानी कि थोड़ा बहुत है, knowledge है. So next thing is that you need to know their structure also. ठीक है, structure बहुत important है, because see, in future also when you study for your research and all, in and all, चाहे आप cancer study करो, cell line study करो, कुछ भी करो, at the end everything comes down to proteins. ठीक है, and for proteins we need to know the sequence, we need to know the structure in order to get the function. ठीक है, और sequence structure को हम किस में plot करते हैं? There is something called Ramachandran plot. सुना होगा, right? We'll study and discuss also in detail. So you need to put the sequence and structure in the Ramachandran plot to see whether the structure is correct or not. ठीक है? So to put the structure in the Ramachandran plot, you need to know the structures of these amino acids. तभी आपको पता चलेगा कि हाँ उस particular electron density में टायरोसिन आना चाहिए या फिनाइलएलानिन आना चाहिए. तो जैसे आप वो इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी को देखोगे ना, वो देखते ही आपको क्लिक होगा माइंड में कि अरे यहाँ पे दिस पर्टिकुलर अमीनो एसिड शुड कम. Only problem comes when you deal with glycine. Why? Because it doesn't have any side group. तो ये कहीं पे भी फिट हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो उसी का ही प्रॉब्लम आएगा. Otherwise there won't be any problem. So if you remember the structure, then you can actually predict the structure of the complete protein very easily. ठीक है. Okay, so ऐसा नहीं है कि that you won't go into the protein chemistry part of research, you just want to go in cancer or diabetes. The thing is that ultimately you come down to protein only. Okay, so let's start with our amino acids basic. So we know that it is made up of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and sometimes we have got the sulfur also. ठीक है? So building blocks of all proteins, it is the building blocks of all proteins, and they are the molecular instruments through which genetic information is expressed. We all know that. Now this is the basic structure. We have got the side chain over here, C carboxyl group and the amino group. So guys, what does it mean? The carbon is going to be chiral or achiral? क्या हुआ? Smriti, what do you think? So if the carbon has got the 4 different groups, so the carbon is going to be chiral or achiral?
Chiral center.
Yes.
Chiral.
Very good, very good. Okay. Okay, so history and all, it's not important, but sometimes just for fun, sometimes we ask at the interview and all. So yeah, so we have got the 20 amino acids, which is commonly found in proteins. Of course, there are other proteins also. And in the previous lecture, we discussed how to differentiate between the proteins found on Earth and the other planets or any other sample. So हमने उसमें discuss किया था. You can check for the 20 commonly occurring amino acids, right? But we do have the modified amino acids also, right? So those modified amino acids के बारे में भी हम पढ़ेंगे, because most of those modified amino acids are acting as a neurotransmitters हो गए या hormones बनने में help करते हैं, so etc etc. So we have got the asparagine, the first one, and the last one was the threonine. ठीक है? So asparagine was first found in asparagus and glutamate in the wheat gluten. Tyrosine was first isolated from the cheese, and the glycine was named because of its sweet taste. ठीक है? And now there's not as the assignment, but just think about it. Artificial sweetener सुना है? जो हम sugar free कहते हैं.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? So ये जो sugar free है, any idea whether it is इसका biological component क्या है? Sugar is your carbohydrate, correct? जो हम खाते हैं, चीनी. Mainly it is what? जो शुगर हम खाते हैं, इट इज मेनली क्या है? ग्लूकोज, फ्रक्टोज है या सुक्रोज है? क्या है वो चीज?
Glucose.
ठीक है, जो सॉल्ट हम यूज करते हैं, इट इज NaCl प्लस ऑल मिनरल्स, आयोडीन. ठीक है, द शुगर विच वी यूज इन आवर टी और द व्हाटएवर स्वीट वी ईट, उसमें क्या क्या है? ओनली ग्लूकोज, ओनली फ्रक्टोज और सुक्रोज, बिकॉज सुक्रोज इज ग्लूकोज एंड फ्रक्टोज, या द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ माल्टोज. The sugar we eat वो क्या है? Basically क्या है? It's a carbohydrate only. But इन सब में से क्या? The options.
I think sucrose, ma'am.
Oh God, why the question is coming? मेरे ये बहुत simple होना चाहिए. ठीक है, इसमें doubt ही नहीं होना चाहिए that it is sucrose only. Okay. So now it is clear. See, ऐसे में आपको लगता है ना कि अरे ये तो बहुत basic था, ये हमें क्यों नहीं आया, है ना? इसमें डाउट ही नहीं होना चाहिए था that sugar is nothing but your sucrose only. Okay, now in the sucrose, so we know that sucrose is made up of glucose and fructose. We'll study the structure later. Now tell me which is the energy giving and which is the sweet taste giving.
Glucose is energy giving.
Glucose is energy.
Okay, and
Fructose is
gives
sweetness.
Yes, very good. चलो इतना clear है. Good. Now what about the sugar free? What about sugar free? इसमें ऐसा क्या है? So diabetes happens because of the glucose. So of course the sugar free should not have glucose. Correct?
Yes.
So
ma'am.
do you think sugar free is having only fructose? Think and
Yes,
tell.
ma'am.
Okay. What about the others? Yes, guys. नहीं आ रहा?
Then saccharine type something. Saccharine.
सैकरिन वो तो आपका शुगर केन से निकलता है, देन आपका शुगर प्रोसेस होता है, बनता है. सो बेसिकली द शुगर फ्री जो जो आपके वो क्या कहते हैं, संजीव कपूर ऐड नहीं करता है शुगर फ्री का, जो गोली जो पिल्स रहती हैं. हाँ, अभी जो है पहले क्या रहता था, हाँ जो सैकरिन आपने बोला है, इट इज एक्चुअली सिंथेसाइज्ड इन दी लैब्स या इन दी इंडस्ट्री, यू कैन से इन द कंपनी, बट बेसिकली दोज आर नथिंग बट इट इज योर शुगर फ्री या आर्टिफिशियल स्वीटनर जो भी है आपका, इट इज योर कॉल्ड एज आस्पर्टेम. अभी सुना हुआ लग रहा है? आस्पर्टेम कभी
Yes,
सुना हुआ
ma'am.
लग रहा है? नाउ व्हाट इज आस्पर्टेम एक्चुअली? It is nothing but your peptide. ठीक है, it's a tripeptide which gives the sweetness. Now the question is for you, how does the peptide which has got no sweetness naturally is giving the sweet taste? Question clear है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
हाँ.
ma'am.
Ma'am, it may be then some substitute of glucose, modified substitute
It's a
of glucose.
tripeptide. It's a tripeptide. So you can imagine कि tripeptide कैसा दिखता होगा. So of course aspartic acid है उसमें, मुझे भी अभी याद नहीं है, but yeah, it's a tripeptide. Anyways, maybe in the slides I have given those notes. And then you have got the sugar. ठीक है? So this is because of the calories problem and diabetes का जो भी problem रहता है, then tripeptide है. The thing is that we know here the fructose is giving the sweetness, and here none of the peptide or the tripeptide gives the sweetness, but once it is ingested, ठीक है, जब हम इसको लेते हैं, it gives the sweetness. ऐसा क्यों होता है? नाउ गिव योर आंसर्स. Okay, one hint is it is because of the induced structure. Now frame your answer. हाँ रंजन, क्या लगता है क्या आंसर होगा? बहुत ही सिंपल है.
No idea.
हाँ, what about the others? स्मृति, पल्लवी?
Ma'am, it interacts with another proteins in our body, ma'am.
No, it interacts with the same receptor. ठीक है, I'll give you the answer because that timing is getting over. So what happens is that to which fructose goes and interacts with the taste receptors. ठीक है, so you know that tongue में कुछ sweet रहता है, कुछ sour रहता है, कुछ bitter रहता है. You know those about the taste receptors, right? So when the fructose goes and interact with those receptors, your brain gets a signal that it is of sweet nature. ठीक है? Similarly, this is going to tripeptide जो है अपना aspartame जो है, it is going to get and fit into those receptors in the same way the way fructose gets interacted. अब इससे क्या होगा? What will happen to the brain? So the brain is going to get the same signal that it is a sweet thing only, but you are not eating sweet. It is just sweet in nature. यानी कि आपका brain उसको sweet का signal दे रहा है, but actual में वो sweet नहीं है. समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ. So this is what. हाँ. So this is how, you know, with the help of the chemistry, we are tricking. You know, we are playing with the brain so that you don't eat much of the calories or much of the sugar. It is just the replacement. तो इसमें क्या है? आपके body को तो लगेगा जैसे मीठा खाने की इच्छा होती है, but not to eat sweet. So your brain is being actually tricked over here. ठीक है, so clear?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, like how would they have discovered this particular process at the scientific level? Just
See,
asking for curiosity.
no, it's a good thing, because at the end we are also going to do the same thing. So this is actually part of drug discovery. So जब भी हम कोई ड्रग बनाते हैं, we always see, अगर सपोज पैरासिटामोल है, ठीक है, पैरासिटामोल का जो स्ट्रक्चर रहेगा, we know how paracetamol is acting. वो क्या करता है, if you remember your COX-1 and 2 enzymes जो रहते हैं, cyclooxygenase, those are released when your prostaglandins are released. ठीक है, तो ये सब क्या करते हैं, these enzymes are being degraded or blocked, inhibited by the paracetamol या aspirin ले लो, ठीक है. अब मुझे दूसरा ड्रग बनाना है, मैं क्या करूंगी, I'll go with the similar structure. So when the tripeptide, the structure was formed and you have got the sugar, so they study the sugar and receptor interaction. दो जो उसका ट्रांजिशन स्टेट होता है जहां पे it induces the signal, that transition state is actually the structure which resembles the tripeptide. और ये क्या, ऐसा नहीं है कि ये सिर्फ ट्राइपेप्टाइड ऐसे बनाया. So we have got the 20 amino acids, three amino acids we need. So just imagine the probability and the combinations they have gone through to get the structure, है ना. So once they get the structure, they actually go for the test. तो हमने suppose ग्लाइसिन प्रोलीन बनाया, ग्लाइसिन प्रोलीन अर्जिनिन बनाया, तो हम स्ट्रक्चर देखेंगे तो उससे थोड़ा आइडिया हो जाता है कि किस तरह का एमिनो एसिड्स हमें चाहिए. तो इस तरह से प्रोबेबिलिटी यूज करके we make the structure and then we see whether it is interacting to the receptor in the same way or not. If it is interacting the same way, of course then it is going to give the same signal to the brain, है ना. तो इसी तरह से this is like, आप ये समझो पूरे वर्ल्ड में इतने सारे लोग रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, किसी का फेलियर किसी के लिए सक्सेस होता है, ठीक है. So that's why in the field of chemistry, whatever your experiments have failed, even they report that also in the publication. Bio में ऐसा नहीं होता. Bio में if you have got the success, you report that only. And in drug discovery, basically we need organic chemistry for this. ठीक है, clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we'll study these more because अभी तो cell signaling and ये सब आने वाला है. So in that also we'll learn a lot. And always remember, whatever you study, कोई सा भी MSc लो, कोई सा भी BSc लो, graduation, at the end क्या है, if you're going in the research, you need to know the everything. And आज के date में, even if it is corona, whatever it is, we are targeting the structure only. ठीक है, अगर आपने ध्यान दिया हो, many people are saying that if you know the structure, ये आपका ड्रग हो गया. जो भी हम लोग वैक्सीन ले रहे हैं, at the end of the day वो क्या है, it is the analog, right? जो भी structure है उसको वो inhibit कर रहा है so that it stops replicating inside our body. ठीक है, चलो. So the timing is getting over here now. So let's meet. Just let us take 5 minutes break and then we'll join again. ठीक है.